Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday Night Music Club, our second annual Goth edition. As always, we would like to send a nice thank you to the proprietor of the record room, John Rose. Thanks for letting us host this event here. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah,
thank you, John.
All right.
Woo!
So we're just going to introduce ourselves real quickly. I'm Brett.
I'm Jason.
J-Dog.
Brent.
Jesse. Raw Dog back in black.
Jesse was here earlier, but his house was flooding from a dishwasher, some sort of dishwasher situation, so he had to leave. But I'm going to be reading off his scores as well. We're going to start off with trivia, Goth trivia to start things off. First off, we got a new guy here tonight, Jason DeWolf Barton. He is the drummer of the band Audra. So give a warm welcome to Jason over here. And we're going to start things off with a trivia quiz. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to ask the questions directly to the person. If you get it right, you get 2 points. If you don't get it right, it goes to the next person and they can get 1 point. So, are you ready?
You ready?
Here we go. This LA goth death rock band was fronted by the late Roz Williams.
Christian Death, of course.
That's 2 points for Jason. All right, this goes on to Jonathan. You ready? This meshy fabric / clothing is not only favored by goths, but also worn heavily by James Todd and Dream Pop Jesse on a daily basis.
Jicos?
Oh, so close.
Brent. This meshy fabric
I'm learning it right
clothing.
now.
Robert
keep,
Smith?
Keep it clean. Alright, any guess?
Robert Smith.
For 1 point. No?
I don't know.
James.
Fishnet.
Fishnet for 1
Woo!
point.
Wait, fishnets right now?
Alright.
No,
This goes to Brent. You ready, Brent? Alright.
Gross.
This female-fronted musical outfit once featured Robert Smith of The Cure as a guitarist.
Susie and the Banshees.
2 points.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was
Alright, you ready, James?
Oh, I'm
James
ready.
Todd.
Pressure's on.
Before regrouping as Death Cult and later The Cult, Ian Astbury once fronted this band.
Oh, why'd you have to give me this one?
And
The
3,
Doors?
2, 1.
Van Halen.
Robert.
I don't know.
Jason.
Why'd you have to give me that one?
Southern Death Cult for 1 point.
Wow.
All right,
Oh, wait.
this takes us over to Robert. All right, Robert.
Good one.
This Irish band featured Gavin Friday and Guggy, 2 childhood lifelong friends of U2's Bono, as well as having the Edge's brother Dick on guitar.
Watch your mouth.
D-I-K. Different.
Heat? I don't know what. I mean,
3,
yeah.
2, 1. Jason.
Virgin Prunes.
Dang, the new guy's cleaning up.
That's
huh?
actually funny. I almost
That
wanted
takes us.
You would think this was his wheelhouse.
That takes us over to Jason. We only have 3 questions left. Or no, wait, there's got to be. No, okay. Oh, no, we got more. Sorry. My fault. Okay, Jason. This Project Records musical collective once highlighted singer Elizabeth Grant's Ode to a Damn Swan.
We all know who this is. Black Tape for a Blue Girl.
2 points.
Yeah.
Damn.
Easy,
Wow. Okay. All right. You ready, Jonathan? In a song on their debut album, this post-punk, sometimes referred to as a goth band, proclaimed, "I could use a girl like you in my basement."
Who is Bauhaus?
No, Brent.
Oh, no.
James.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
In a
I wasn't
song
listening.
on their debut album, this post-punk, sometimes referred to as goth band, proclaimed, "I could use a girl like you in my basement." It's 3, 2, 1.
Was it The Damned?
Nah. I can't believe this is making its way to Jason.
Never heard of
Do you have it?
Alright, so the band.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Damn.
Oh.
Grim. Okay. The correct answer was Audra.
Yeah. No, sorry.
All right.
Sure, I got that one wrong.
band in there.
Yeah, we gotta work it out. I was just testing how you guys.
Do you know what?
That was
Confused me.
yeah.
All right. This takes us over to that was whose question? Jonathan's.
Yes.
Okay, Brent. This band started out punk, and later was embraced in the goth community. Their singer was/is Dave Vanian.
Oh, is that?
Is this
The
question for
Damned?
me?
This for Brent. The Damned, correct, 2 points. All right.
Boom.
All right, here we go. James Todd. In 1985, Wayne Hussey and Craig Adams left the Sisters of Mercy and formed this band, who later released the amazing single, Like a Child Again. Three,
It's yours.
Two.
It's not mine.
three,
I think I might get
two,
it.
1. Robert.
I have no idea.
Jason.
Sports.
The Mission. 1 point for Jason. All right, last question. This goes to James, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
here we go.
no, Robert.
Robert,
That was James.
Raw Dog. Raw Dog. Here you go. You got the last question of the night. After being together only 6 weeks.
I had all of them up until they got
After being together only 6 weeks, Bauhaus entered the recording studio and recorded this seminal debut single back in 1979.
Yeah! Bela Lugosi's dead.
For 2 points. All right, I think Jason was a clear winner. But 2 points for Robert there.
He doesn't
I got
count
4
though
points.
because he's new and he don't count. So that would have been
Okay.
me.
All right. So that concludes our trivia event for the night. So
Good job.
we each had to bring a record somehow related to the goth theme tonight. And we're gonna start things off actually with Jonathan. So why don't you show what goth record you got?
Great treat. This band is from Southern California. They're just like awesome and stuff. And they're referred to, their genre is called beach goth, okay? And so I brought the Growlers. The Growlers, guys. Chinese Fountain, beach goth. I hope you guys loved it. What do
All
you
right,
guys think?
Brett. What's your opinion?
Your face has never been so weird looking.
No, you're red. So this
High
was
blood pressure.
not goth by any means. This was jangly pop psych. You know, if you guys like Mystic Braves and stuff like that, you like this, but this is not goth.
Beach goth.
So the fact that he didn't even bring a goth record, he got a 1.
Okay, James. Some good feedback already.
So Jonathan says it's beach goth.
Beach goth.
It is pretty much beach because all it is just jangly balls.
Come on. Literally balls.
Maybe the fishnet is the
All right.
volleyball net.
What was your? Hold on. Go ahead.
And I also say that this is as goth as Vampire Weekend is good.
They suck. I don't like them.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
the
know. That's
point.
what
Yeah.
Guys, what's your score? Come on.
I give it a 1.
All right, Robert. What'd you think?
If I'm rating it just on the strength of the music, I gave it a 2.
Yeah.
Because I liked it, but I
It's also
will,
got to fit the theme, though. I think that's.
I'll agree this is not goth in any possible
It's beach
stretch.
goth.
It's not beach
You keep saying that, but that's not a real thing.
So, what'd you give it? A 1?
They're real thing.
I mean,
Beach goth.
I give it a 2 because musically it's cool. It sounded kind of like the Kinks.
I'm gonna play
I
White
had a good groove, so
All right.
I like
All right.
it.
It's like
So here's my thoughts on it. I said it reminded me of the time I showed up for a party, but it got canceled, but no one told me, and I showed up dressed as a wildebeest. I gave it a 1. Okay.
That's great.
And then Jesse, I'm going to read for Jesse as well. Not goth, it reminds me of the time I went to see a show and the band didn't play. And then he said what he disliked. Yeah, I wanted to punch someone in the... Okay, never mind. Jesse gave it a 2.
Right on, it's too kind.
Jason, were you here for this one?
no.
All right, Jonathan.
Have you heard these guys before?
Jonathan, you
they're
ended up with a 7 with all these people. Okay,
Oh, cool.
So that takes us to Brent. What'd you bring?
I brought a 7-inch by the band The Imports. Came out in 1980. It's a Chicago band. I believe this is the only thing they did. It's kind of like a Joy Division-esque American band. Yeah.
Chicago. All right, James, what'd you think?
Deep Chicago accent.
I guess I didn't rate this album. I might have forgotten. I thought it was all right. It was pretty good. I gave it a 2 if I would have given it
Why am I
anything.
giving this?
What?
Why am I giving me this?
It's Robert.
I'm not Robert.
I'm not
What are you doing? Okay. You drunk? Tonight was crazy. Okay. Like, what? Okay, so I don't even know what just happened, but did you give that a score?
No, he didn't.
No,
score me.
I forgot to score.
Oh, okay. All
I
right,
would've
Robert,
given it
what'd
a
you think
2.
of Brent?
You know, it's interesting to see this Fred Schneider project, but I kind of liked him better in the B-52s than in this group. So.
The singer you talking about?
Yeah, it sounded like Fred Schneider.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. So you gave it a what?
I give it a 2. It is pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
The second track was a lot better.
I felt like they could have tried a little harder.
Yeah, I liked the
Yeah.
music, but I didn't like the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. But the music was very Joy Division-ish.
Yeah.
I gave it a 2 also. Did you get to hear Brent?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you walked in during that.
That's actually, I enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 3.
Do you have your scores, your cards?
No.
Fix his cards.
But I remember I gave it a 3.
Oh,
and
there you go.
what I like about it is very smacked of some of the coolest post-punk that was very early. And it gets an additional rating because it's 1980.
Yeah.
And so that's really early for sounding the way it did. It's got
Yeah, good point.
post-punk instrumentation that smacks of early Section 25 and early factory stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
you-
like the repetition. I like the groove. I like that.
You gave it a 3, right?
I did give it
I
a 3.
agree.
Jesse said it was pretty Joy Division, which is not Goth, and he gave you a 2. I don't know. All right, Jonathan, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was a nice lift off of Joy Division. I give it a 3. It was
What
pretty
would,
good.
If you had to describe it as a beverage, what would you describe it as?
Probably something with dry ice.
Oh, he's drunk. Yeah, you are. Normally you get a little bit of like a Chef Boyardee voice, but you didn't tonight.
Maybe it's Shiraz with dry ice.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that takes us over to. Oh, Brent, you ended up with a 12.
Try it.
James,
Might like
bring it.
I gave it a 2. Wait, what?
No, your record.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's going on with these guys tonight?
What's happening here?
Take it off.
And I'm the one that's supposed to be drunk, you know?
I brought Alien Sex Fiend. Here come germs.
Robert.
So I was waffling on this. I originally gave it a 2, but I changed my rating because I was moving to this probably more than to any other record tonight, and I think that's the body betrays me. So.
Yeah. I think it's good for the club. I don't see myself like sitting at home listening to it because I give it a 2. Jason, what'd you think?
So I really like old Alien Sex Fiend. I like the trippy kind of dark vibe, great synth, electronic percussion. The vocals were nice and reverby, but then the guitar tone, kind of over the top of everything. There was moments when there was this nice little texture from the guitar tone. I think what this era, 1987, kind of runs the risk of sounding sort of one-dimensional with some of the electronic sounds, but that's more of a result of the stuff available then. Some songs weren't as cohesive, but yeah, man, I gave it a 2.
All right.
Strong 2.
All right, Jonathan, what'd you think of Alien
You
Sex
guys really
Fiend?
bring
Are these guys sniffing glue and eating paint
He was like
chips?
you when you first came.
I know,
And then it went
seriously.
downhill.
These guys are like just on the bad drugs and they quoted a song in their Peace and Love, our silly thing. John Lennon's like rolling over his grave. We give it a 1.
Whoa,
He's not
disgusting. Beverage. What's this beverage?
Slams it down.
What is this? Boone's Farm?
It's like a Four Loko.
Whoa, Brent. Still reserved. Still reserved.
Four Loko.
I said
That's
that.
something you get at Walgreens.
I thought this had moonshine.
No,
They
it's
have
the
that
beer
at
that they
Walgreens
make.
now.
They make
Behind the
they
counter.
make their own
You
beer
gotta ask
there. It's
for
like $2 for the 6-pack. It's
NyQuil?
gross.
Okay, so I thought this had. I like the sound effects on this. I thought they would have been cool for like someone to sample later on. Thought it was like kind of fun in some parts. Not really my thing, but I gave it a 2.
All right, James, you ended up with a 10.
Yeah, what's up now? What's up now?
All right, that takes us over to Robert, Raw Dog.
Yep.
Raw dog.
Bring it.
Raw man.
I brought the only Goth record in my collection.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say at the table.
The only Goth record of the evening.
The Growlers.
No, this is the final album by Bauhaus, Go Away White, and I played side B, which is the more traditionally Goth side. So there you have it.
Yeah. I really like this record. I think it's really shines David J's bass playing. It's a super bass dub heavy record. And I love that part. I forgot the name of the song where Peter Murphy tells Daniel Ash this is where the solo goes, and then Daniel Ash is doing these little scratches, and then Daniel Ash yells in the background, "This is the solo!" And Peter Murphy says, "Oh, it's good," or something like that. I just like that part. I gave it a 3. Jason.
So this album rates highly just because we all waited so long for just to get new Bauhaus material. That was a huge deal back when it came out. But
Plus.
yeah, there's some stuff on there that's kind of filler. You can sort of sense that they weren't really getting along, and it was they're just recording. But I mean, I give it a 3 because it's Bauhaus, and low end, awesome low end feature, and Peter Murphy's vocals.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
Right
How
on.
can it not get a 3?
Jonathan.
2 words. Mad breaks. Give it a 2.
What?
That's a good thing. Calm down.
That was like a Bard thing.
He said it has breaks, which it does. Like this, I said while it was playing that someone could totally sample this, and I think it has been sampled.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sure, I'm
cool.
giving it
it's a positive. It's
Yeah.
positive.
But only a 2 for such mad breaks.
For the breaks, yeah.
That was like
He's
Bard.
not really in the goth. He
That was
plays
like
pop
Bart
records.
gave all those Bart gave such high praise and then gave it like a 1. You know, like what?
All right, so since this right here was the goth record of the night, so I'm dubbing Robert Bobby Goth.
That's a good
thing.
Bobby.
Bobby Goth.
James Todd, what'd you
I
think?
didn't say the only. I said like
Sorry.
James JT, what'd you think?
Bobby Goth.
I liked it, but it's not the best of the Bauhaus bunch, so I still gave it a 2.
Okay.
You're a jerk.
Wait, I'm a jerk?
Oh, Robert, you ended up with a solid 12.
So,
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
That's
were
still
done.
the best score so far, right?
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing
we
really
tied.
well.
You're doing all right.
I'm proud of you.
All right, that takes over to me.
I'm a 10.
I brought Clan of Zymox's second album, Medusa. Jason, what'd you think?
I liked it right away because it started to sound like early Gary Newman, Two-Way Army. But then, you get into the substance of the record. And Jesse pointed out that it has a Cocteau Twins vibe, which is great. Very kind of, ethereal. But sounded vintage, dark wave goodness. Some dark wave sort of sounds floating around in there. And I gave it a 3. I really enjoyed it.
Right on, Jonathan. What'd you think? Clan of Zymox, Medusa.
It had some nice bleeps and boops, and it was all right.
So
Give
drunk.
it 2.
All right, Brent.
All right, so this record reminded me of the time when I was 6 years old, 1984, and I saw a guy who looked like Robert Smith who served me pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, and then he told me the Cubs would win the World Series in 2015.
And it's
so
gonna happen.
It got a 2.
And it's gonna happen.
What's that all about?
Oh, accident.
I think so.
Okay.
You made a mess.
It's gonna happen.
Whoa.
Whoa, you work for Domino's now? All right.
Okay.
So that takes us over to James.
All right. Wow.
I don't know what that was. Where's the broom?
He brought me like
All right, James. True. James, what'd you think of Zymox?
I give it a 2.
Okay, cool.
I'm out of breath.
Robert.
I gave it a 3. I thought I'd never heard this band before, and to me it hit all the sweet spots.
Right on, right on. Here, I'm going to read off what Jesse said. A classic in every way. Thank you, Brett. He gave it a 4, but we're only going to score it a 3.
Well, I think that's the highest score ever.
4?
Yeah, no one's ever given anything a 4. They got negatives.
Doesn't
Yeah.
exist, though.
Yeah, Jesse's given some 4s. Jesse's given a 5, I think. So I ended up with a 12. So, but Jesse's score wasn't figured into that because he didn't grade everyone else's record. All right, so that takes us to Jason, your record.
This is the 1985 Death in June release called Nada. Not,
Yes.
goth album per se, but definitely has a lot of the flavors of goth.
Jonathan, what'd you think?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a fan of goth rock, but I thought it was pretty spooky, and it has a good atmosphere in that, and it has some nice synth on it. I give it a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
wow.
impressed by it. Yeah, it was good.
Any type of beverage comparison on this one?
Probably a 1974 Chateau Le Sou.
Some good German wine, right?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I just made that up.
No, I like it. I like it. It sounds like something that would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, Brent.
I feel like this would be something you'd want to drink a Bloody Mary too. Yeah, see? I don't know what you're doing. Too drunk.
He's been drinking O'Doul's all night.
So is
actually.
a Bloody
Yeah,
Mary?
I am too.
Would you say the Bloody Mary is the official Goth?
I think
I don't know. I think
it should
absinthe
be.
is a little bit more.
Yeah.
Absinthe would be good.
Hold on.
too, yeah.
Bloody Mary is what you start off,
Next
and
year we should
absinthe
have
is what you
absinthe.
finish
Oh
off.
wow,
Thanks,
that's gonna be a bad next day.
That's a rough night.
Yeah. Oh boy. No, that's line dancing the next day.
So I gave it a 2.
Yeah.
Aw,
2.
I think
James.
absinthe was him.
James, Steph and June, what'd you think?
I give it a 3.
Cool. You
Changed my life.
we're
He,
back.
wrote, he actually
good, right?
wrote
That's
Changed
awesome.
My Life.
Oh wow,
Pretty good
good.
stuff.
All right,
That's
so
good.
that was legit. Then it was written down.
Yeah.
It wasn't just impromptu good TV moments.
was-
Okay, Robert, what'd you think? Raw Dog,
Is it?
Bobby
Yeah.
Goth.
Make him out.
So I was very impressed by this record. I'd never heard of them before either. And here's what I really like about this band is that it's like a hat trick here because every song was completely different, and yet there was a consistent vibe throughout the album. I mean, very few bands can pull that off. And the consistent vibe was very much a goth flavor, as you said. But every song was different. There were some songs that were more kind of acoustic. There were some electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Great
very,
album.
very, really
Yeah.
very. That was a great description. I know this album. It's Jason actually turned me on to Death in June back when we first met, many moons ago, many fortnights ago. Grosses of fortnights ago. So I gave this one a 3. The song "The Calling," which our own band has performed live one time, I give it a 3. Jesse said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." 3.
I believe it's yeah.
Yeah. So you put an S plural on the end. Okay, are we gonna score Jesse's or no? Jesse brought Skinny.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, Jason ended up with a 14.
Dang!
So here's the
Good
scores for
taste.
tonight. Jonathan was at the bottom with a 7.
Woo! Spring break. Beach Goth.
Not a real thing.
It is. They have a festival. Check it out
James,
next week.
a 10.
Holiday break. Christmas!
They have a festival.
Oh my god.
No,
Okay,
serious.
Brent,
Festival next
me and
week
you had
in California.
12s and Raw Dog. 12s.
Bobby Goth.
Bobby Goth. And Jason finished it
Dan's
up
playing there.
with a 14. So that concludes our second annual Goth Night here at the Record Room Saturday Night Music Club. James has a quick story he wants to tell you guys.
This is Robert Smith. This is 3D version of Robert Smith. If you look at my stomach,
Let it go.
you can see how he extends himself out. But then I can make him a little bit smaller in 2D, but he's mostly 3D. Now if you look at him, see here, from this angle,
Oh.
he's still 3-dimensional. There's actually a funny story that involves me.
And Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Actually, when I found out that Aaliyah died, I worked at a radio station, and it was a local radio station. So there was the promotions manager. Her name was Jane. She called me into her office. She was crying. And I asked her, "Why are you crying?" And she said Aaliyah had passed away, and they just announced it. And then I sat on the couch and I too started crying. And I'll never forget that day.